after you get to know the client a little bit, you got to gather the facts, and you've got to figure out whether or not the client really knows what happened during the night of the arrest and the drinking history, etc., or if they're just guessing. Because if they're just guessing, it's going to make my job a little bit more difficult. So the first thing we want to do is gather the facts. Then next we want to take a look at police reports, chemical test reports, and start setting up interviews with all the witnesses who are involved in the case. Why? Because there are some basic defenses that clients don't even realize they have, and even in the first client meeting, even though I ask the questions, it doesn't come up. And one thing, for example, that I see over and over again is I always ask people, did you ever ask to call a lawyer that night? Because in this state, if you ask to call a lawyer before deciding whether or not to let somebody take blood out of your arm, you're allowed. The officers have to allow you a reasonable opportunity to get a hold of a lawyer. And even though I ask, and so a lot of times people say, no, I don't think I did, I get a police report where the officer is putting right in there, this person requested to speak with an attorney, I put him in a room, gave him a phone and a phone book, and it's like, whoa, that's a big deal. Bring the client back in, sit down, refresh recollection, what happened here. Sometimes something comes out of it. And what can come out of it is if the officers didn't do it properly. If they stepped on that right, your right to counsel. They step on it, they lose the case, period. So that's very important. So the less you do and the more you know, the better off you're going to help your lawyer and your case. If you don't do roadside tests, you've just taken one of the 4 major categories away.